Welcome back, ladies and gents, to Jabber 777's channel. Okay, so here we are. We left off the last build. The car was up in the air. I think it had all the tires on it. The engine was back, but it did have a front end at that point. I've taken all the stuff off the front end here, and you can see in the inventory I have gone ahead and basically fixed most of the parts. I was able to repair most of the parts. My repair percentage is like 95% right now, so pretty decent. I went ahead and bought the rest of the parts. Just so we could have everything all ready to go for a reassembly. We're also just going to show you real quick the tire stuff, and then we're going to do a reassembly on it. So the tire stuff, separate. I have, I have one tire. Where is it? Yes, I have one tire. Oh, did I not? There it is. Okay, so I have one tire. Well, basically what I did is the vintage tire. You can't repair tires, so I went ahead and bought the tire, about 4 of them. And then the rims, I was able to repair each and every rim. So I put the other 3 together. I'm just going to show you the process real quick on how to put this together. So you go back to install, you pick your 2 that are missing. It really doesn't matter. The guy's gonna, I guess my guy is going to pop it on the tire changer here. We're going to take the tire and go to the balancer. You select the, it tells you if it hasn't been balanced, shows you on the symbol there. Click on this, let us do this little balancing. Takes a little bit. Sorry, I sipped on coffee. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright. Oh. Excellent. So take that tire off there. We are good to go now. I'm going to keep obviously the 2 back tires. So again, control-wise, you should highlight this yellow. You can left click it, zooms you in. This is the take apart mode automatically. So I'm going to right click, hit part mount, and then we're going to get right back into this. So I'm going to go ahead and put the main cross member in there. Now, this is something I always do when I put cross members in, because I will always forget each cross member section usually has 4 rubber bushings you have to put in. So I usually go and put those in right away on every part that I install. If not, I will forget it. It will tell me I'm missing something, and if it's a rubber bushing that it tells you you're missing, typically this is where it is, because most of the other parts on and off, it's actually going to ask you to put them in at the same time. I'll give you an example of that, like steering knuckle. Put the steering knuckle on. I think when I put the bottom suspension arm here, boom. So you got to put 2 rubber bushings in there just to be able to mount it. So that pretty much takes care of that. So it's usually going to be your cross members right here that you're missing the rubber bushings. On the back, you will find this is leaf spring setup. So it's a little different. Sometimes the back has got a lower arm that you have 1 rubber bushing you have to put in yourself. Again, this is the upper arm, same thing. You have to put the bushings in it before it even goes on. Ooh, double wishbone shock absorber. I actually did not take that apart, so let's go ahead and put some more parts on here. There it is. Front sway bar. There's my front sway bar. Steering rack. So we're going to put a few more of these little guys on here. Zipper on here, you guys can see what we're doing here. I didn't have my inner tie rod. Outer tie rod. Those things too, you can't repair. Tie rods are another, I don't know why, just that you can't repair. I'm gonna go ahead and take that apart, guys. Totally forgot. So you go back to your spring puller. Boom. We're gonna separate the parts. We're gonna separate the springs. I don't remember what parts I can or can't. This thing moves real slow. You can see it. It is moving. Kind of squishing, but it's there. So you take the parts now. So scroll to the bottom. That's double wishbone shock absorber, just front spring, front shock absorber, cap. So those are pretty basic. Don't think you can repair those either. Let's try. Yeah, nope, can't repair those. Okay, so just regular stuff. So double wishbone shock absorber. So the parts, the double wishbone, and you get the rear and you have the front. So we want the front. We're gonna want the front times 2, and then we want spring. Front spring times 2, and spring cap times 2. So we'll go here. We're going to install our join parts. So I'll show you some default to. I got caps. I got the absorber cap. Shoot. Alright, absorber cap. Absorber. Front shock absorber cap. There we go. That's 2 of those. Okay. Alright, I was walking away from this thing. Anyways, so joint parts, there we go. Now we it's going to default to your newest parts first, the 100% part first. It goes to the performance part. Performance part still comes last, so you got to sell those other parts to make sure you don't miss a performance part. You're doing it. Okay, so this will be the two of them. So we can actually go back in here, get rid of that, and then there should be a whole shotgun over here to sell. So to take it apart and sell it. Take our other new one. Let's go back and let's go back on to fixing that. There we go. Okay, so shock absorber, 100% all the parts. Good to go. Wheel hub, all nice and shiny. Okay, does a pretty good job of repairing, I might say. Pads, new calipers, new bearings, everything's nice and new. Again, you want the 100% fix on everything, so you can have a nice new car. Get the selling bonus. Oh, that's a cool looking tires. I like it already with the little shined up. It's looking good. Okay, so let's go back over here. Let's finish this side. That'll take long for the, like I said, the engine rebuild. That was a long one, mainly in the finding of the parts, performance parts, that kind of stuff. So, this part here shouldn't be too terrible. Let's get this upper and lower suspension arms on. Sway bar. Knuckle cover. Bearings, spring cap. Don't think I'm missing anything else here. Like it. So once you start putting the caliper on, you get to make an outline for the tire, and it pretty much starts to block your view. So it's always something to think about if you're working under there. In part mount mode, that is. Okay, guys, so that was it for that one. That was pretty easy. That's good. Those spring caps I don't need. So I got the 2 rear tires, are all fixed up. The orders keep popping, and I keep checking them. Looking for some easy ones. Here's another brake job one. We'll go ahead and pop that brake job one down there. I'm going to do these orders off and offline, guys, try to get like I said, try to get my experience up there a bit more. But so for the rest of this video, guys, we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to tear down the back end here. So this is obviously drum brakes in the back. So go ahead and tear this down. I'll do a quick repair. I'll do all the buying, all the other stuff offline, and I'll do another video with the reinstall of that probably. Okay, so here's an example of the springs. You got to take out the small rubber bushings. So there's another area on this car where if you're not familiar with the, taking the stuff apart, how to do it, you're going to end up, when you go to put it back together, you're going to end up missing pieces. And that's one of those pieces. Yes, in part mount mode, it will highlight that as white, but when everything else is in here and in your way of seeing it, it makes it very difficult to see it. I like these type of rear ends, though. They're pretty easy to fix. Get undone. Pretty much take the entire suspension apart here without even having to touch anything on the wheels on the other side. Man, I zoom in and out. You see this thing? So it zooms in. I take this out, and automatically it zooms me back a little bit. I don't think that's just a way. I really do think that Car Mechanic Simulator 2020, 2021, if they ever make another one, it really does need to have that thing fixed. Wheel hub off. Missing. It's missing a knucklehead on the other one. That's easy. Okay, that's it, guys. So that is now taken apart, missing all the back end. So you'll see we got all the parts in here for the back end stuff. So real quick, let's fix what we can fix. Looking through it. Some brakes, don't care. Alright, Alright, so automatically you're going to have your brake drums and your brake pads. You just can't. Sorry. The brake drums, I think you. No, you can't. You can't fix the brake drums. It's a rear brake shoe you can actually fix. Go figure. So automatically I know I'm going to have to buy those. So I'm just going to pop into here. Straight brakes, rear shoes. Get me. Oh, shoot. No shoes. There's the drum. Drum times 2. Sometimes the drum wheel cylinders you can't fix. Looks like I fixed that one, and I fixed that one, and then both pads were good. Oops, is that 2 pads? Oh, I see 1 brake shoe on there. Yeah, I guess the other one I sold already. Pretty dope. So buy another brake shoe. There we go. Okay. And leaf spring U-bolts is looking like I need one of those, and 2 leaf springs. So we'll just type in leaf, and we'll get our stuff for that. It's just this part's actually pretty easy because I'm not zipping back and forth between the leaf spring. I need 2 of those actually. I need 1 of those. I think I fixed no spring plate. Need 1 of those too. Let's grab those over here. Yeah, so here's what I do for the bearings, guys. I go through and I'm like, okay, so small rubber bushing. The bushing, sorry. So the small rubber bushing is 1. This is 2, 3, 4 out of this one because yeah, it's just an easier suspension. Sometimes there's like 8, 8, 16, 12, whatever. So I'm just gonna type in rubber. It brings up my small rubber bushings. And pop on them. Usually I will go through my inventory and I'll just delete every single rubber bushing as I go and then come back to it. Pretty easy on this one. The shock comes over, rear shock comes over B times 2. So again, just type in, rear shock. Rear shock comes over B. 2 of those little guys. I think that is everything. Oh yeah, rear knuckle housing B, rear knuckle. So we did actually have 2 of them. I guess I pulled it off on the inside. Looks like I fixed them both. Alright, well, you know what? That was pretty easy. Let's go ahead and just reinstall this, and that'll be this video, guys. So. Get all this stuff back in there. So don't forget, pop that in there too. So I put the leaf spring in. As soon as I get the leaf spring in again, I'm going to go straight in the small rubber bushings so that I do not forget them. I'm going to click on this one over here. Sometimes zoom out's a benefit, but most times it's not. Alright, let's get stuff here. The hub put back together. I can put a drum wheel cylinder on, and then I can put on the brake shoe here. I'm not going to put on the drum. The brake drum is in the tire. You can show up and the box will be back here. This is the part I always forget. It's these springs. It's underneath, so you got to put the plate under there. It's kind of hard to see. But overall, pretty easy. Pretty easy. As far as I can zoom right now because I'm focused on that thing. So I think that's it for this side. I'm going to put the brake drum back on. Put our tire that we fixed. 100% of everything. Oh yeah, it's looking good already. Let's focus on this side here, guys. I'll put the leaf spring on, and then I'm going to do the small rubber bushings, like I said, so don't forget them. So I aim at that. Just focus over here. Spin the camera. There. A better angle. Again, I'm going to put my leaf spring plate on there. Get the U-bolts on. Obviously, the leaf spring plate is meant to hold your leaf spring on. It doesn't just hold there in midair like it does in this. And we'll hop on. We'll get our shock absorber on. Stuff should be good to go to put back in. I believe now we have everything we need here. Okay, brake shoe, brake drum, and a tire. There we go, guys. Back end now, looking just as new and shiny as the front end. So I'm actually gonna go, since we're right here, I'm gonna focus on the gearbox. So we do have the new gearbox, or I think again I bought the new gear. You can't fix gearbox; you have to buy that. So. You can fix the starter. I do believe we did fix the starter. We also fixed the drivetrain. So I can go ahead and put all this stuff on, start making the whole thing look shiny. And we do have the front exhaust sections. We had bought for this guy, so let's go ahead and put them all on. Excellent. So if I see we have all the new stuff here. So now that I need to do a right click, go part unmount, I'm going to go ahead and just take out the middle mufflers, take out the rear mufflers. Anything else is rusty, so fuel pump, fuel tank. And that's it, guys. We have pretty much got all that stuff done. I'm going to go ahead and fix up the parts that I have left. I'm going to go ahead and maybe do a couple jobs off camera, and then what I'll do is I'll probably strip the entire outer part of the car down, and I will get all of the new parts done, because again I can't fix them until level 35. So get all the outer parts built, so you can see that I'll be putting them back on. I do like the red on this thing, so we'll paint it red in the end. But then on the next video we'll just do a reassembly of all the outside parts. Okay guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a quick one, but go ahead and give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll have some more content coming up. Until the next time, guys, happy gaming and be safe.